All right, so this video I'm going to cover how to troubleshoot if your trailer brakes aren't working, and specifically with a brake controller, and this trailer has electric over hydraulic, which I was a little frustrated because I couldn't find any content on this. So I'm gonna help everybody else out with this info. So when your trailer brake isn't working, you might want to just go directly to checking your batteries and make sure that there's no corrosion or anything on your batteries, because if your trailer brake controller is not receiving the right amount of electricity of voltage, it's not going to work right. So you come underneath the hood, check. We already cleaned this yesterday, as you can see. We pulled these off. Sometimes they're 8s. These ones are 8s. They might be 10s. Who knows? Depending on your truck. This, you can get this at any auto parts store. It is designed specifically for cleaning your battery terminal. This right here goes over the top of the battery terminal, and then this guy cleans the inside of your battery cable. So clean that out real good, and then to give an extra step, get yourself a wire brush. It'll help get off the heavy stuff, because sometimes the corrosion is really heavy on these things. And this is something that I've been teaching, well, mostly saying it to my boy Cody. If you aren't sure if it's clean enough, go ahead and clean it some more, or else you'll be cleaning it again. So clean it till you're sure it's clean enough. All right. And then the next thing that I needed to do was the brake controller itself. Came inside, and on the brake controller, it will have a connector that goes to the brake controller. You can disconnect it from the brake controller and check for voltage there. If you have good voltage at the brake controller, then you know you're good underneath the hood and you're good to the brake controller. The next step is to check for the brake voltage out at the back. You're going to need a multimeter for that. So to test out the back for the brakes, you're going to disconnect your 7-way. I did lube it with WD-40. That is something you can do to remove, to make sure that it has good connection. All right, so on the 7-way connector, with the alignment slot on the top, the bottom 2 posts, the left one is going to be the ground, and the right one is going to be the trailer brake. So you'll take and hold this open and check it there. You'll have to have somebody, you'll either have to do the brake bypass, or have somebody step on the brakes. You'll have it in the voltage setting, and when we were first doing this, we were only getting 1 to 2 volts. After we cleaned the battery and we disconnected and reconnected the brake controller, we were getting 12 volts out the back. So that was great. We're like, all right, so the truck is good now. The next problem I had was I jumped in the truck, I connected my 7-wire connector in here, and for the CDL test, you have to do what's called the tug test with the trailer brakes. In order to do that, you'll get in, you'll put the truck into drive, and then you have to release the emergency brake, and then you need to take the bypass on the bypass, which is this. It'll either have a little arm on the bottom or it'll have a pinch thing on the top and turn activated. And so when you do that, it's supposed to lock the brakes, and then it'll hold the truck from moving. Mine was not doing that, and I wasn't sure why. I could hear, now if you listen closely, you can hear that turn on. Now the problem that I was having is that this trailer had been sitting for quite a while and had not been used. After I did some research on electric over hydraulic brakes, it turns out that the electric over hydraulic has to actually pump up for a few seconds before it actually activates the brakes. So I'll have the camera take a look at the actuator. We'll go up and you can see the actuator up here. Let's see, on the actuator, step up in here. So, all right, on the actuator, you can see I had some brake fluid here. You want to take and check in the actuator, and inside you want to have the fluid all the way to the bottom of the neck right here. Make sure that it has enough in there. And I filled that up. There's also a bleed nipple right here to let the air out of the brake system at the top right here. Let's see, I don't know where the 11 went, but it's on this particular one, it was an 11. So we're gonna make sure and get this all the way closed. So I did bleed it, and no air came out. But I will show you, if you're going to take this test or you want to test it, this is what needs to happen. You got to hold it on for a longer amount of time. So I'll just have the camera stay here, and you'll be able to hear the pump change tone as the fluid is reaching the brake pads, or the calipers. So there you notice that different tone. That was the piston in there pushing the fluid all the way back and maxing out as it was actually activating the brakes. If that was doing that and you still didn't have any brakes, your next step would be to go back and inspect your brake lines, and probably even take your wheels off and start looking at your calipers and your brake pads, make sure everything's in place back there. But that's what I did to get this thing to where I'm going to be taking my CDL Class A license test today, and this thing has got to be able to stop and pass that tug test. So that's how I figured it out. I hope this helps you out, and like and subscribe. If you like this content, I'm going to try and keep putting out the good advice for you guys. See ya.